What's up, everyone? Beautiful day in New York City. Thursday, September 15th, 2022. It's about 1:30 p.m. and it's 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. Wanted to make my way down to my favorite park in the city, Brooklyn Bridge Park. Clear skies, not a cloud in the sky. Nowhere else can you find these great views of Manhattan than Brooklyn Bridge Park. And they've got a new art exhibit. Hey, New York City Ferry is coming in right now. And this is a inexpensive way to see the skyline of New York City, to take the New York City Ferry. It'll go up and down the waterfronts. They have several different routes, some of them being the South Brooklyn route, the East River route, and also there's one that goes to Staten Island. But recently they raised their prices. For a long time, since it debuted, it was $2.75 to ride the New York City Ferry for one trip. Yesterday, that price went up to $4 per ride. Unless you buy the 10-trip package, which I think expires, they give you a time limit. I think it might expire like in 60 days or something, but that costs $27.50. But if you take this for a single ride now, it went up to $4, which I still think is a bargain considering the amount you get to see. Sharon says, what building is to the right? It's a weird shape and you don't know what it looks like. This is a new apartment building that they've erected. I'm not sure what it is, but what the name of it is, but it's there. Unless you mean in the skyline. Oh, it's to the right of the Empire State Building. Well, there's a bunch of buildings to the right of the Empire State Building. But the one immediately to the right of it is a skyscraper I'm not too familiar with. I think that's the Central Park Tower. And then there's 157, 57th Street. Also the Vanderbilt Tower is there. A bunch of buildings in the New York City skyline. Oh, you want me to pan to the left of the Empire State Building, Sharon? I'm still not sure what building you want me to see. I like to take a walk along the Brooklyn coast today. Maybe we'll walk the entire length of Brooklyn Bridge Park going this way. Looks like some people brought some food and drink over here. They're enjoying themselves. Oh, no problem, Sharon. I tried. Keeps saying you see the Statue of Liberty. Yes, it's a little bit far away from here, but you can make it out. One of the most iconic structures in New York City, the Statue of Liberty. Joe on the go with $5. Nice blue skies in New York City. Thanks for taking me there as I sit in my cubicle. Thanks for the super chat, Joe on the go. And yes, beautiful blue skies here in New York City this afternoon. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. And you've got me in the background now with the skyline. I think these are new here in Brooklyn Bridge Park. I haven't seen these tables and chairs since I was back. Sonam says, first time you've seen a picnic like that. It's a gorgeous day to have a picnic. Dwayne says I should take a photo of that skyline. Oh, you don't know how many pictures I have of the skyline. Too many. The only thing I need are pictures of friends and family with the skyline in the background. That would make it even better. Toon's asking what's that behind the Statue of Liberty? Trying to look now, but there's a cargo ship in the way. But the Statue of Liberty is known to be right next to New Jersey, and there's a lot of cranes there for the port there to load and offload goods. Hey, take a look at this. We've got the Staten Island Ferry passing right by the Statue of Liberty. And yes, those are cranes in the background. And a helicopter too. Dutch bike bloggers asking how long One World Trade Center is going to be the tallest building in New York. You know, I think that might be a legal limit. I don't think they can build higher than that, because if these buildings get too tall, it interferes with the airport traffic. So it might be an FAA limitation or something like that. Yeah, you're right, via Teledig. I don't know when the 2 World Trade Center is going to be built. That's been sitting there for a long time now. but a lot of the construction by the World Trade Center has stalled. I'm glad the Performing Arts Center is going up at the World Trade Center area. Zozo Bob saying, what a beautiful skyline view. Oh, it sure is. I appreciate every single moment of it. I do wonder what in this park has changed. Every time I come back here, it surprises me, just like the artwork and the tables and chairs. Alex Garay, I'll be in New York City for a while. Not going to reveal the exact date when I plan to leave, but I'll be taking my time here. Oh, good to know via TeleDigi. They can build taller, but they don't because of respect out of September 11th. I like that they have these natural grasses here for the birds to migrate to. And the old wooden pilings. Yes, Demas Squirrel 76. I saw his latest video. Casey Neistat moved back to New York City. I know he's a pretty popular guy, so a lot of people are happy about that. He did a whole vlog about his experience driving from Los Angeles all the way to New York City, covering all the states in between. I think his UPS driver is the most happy to see him. Dutch Bike Blogger says this looks so quiet. Yeah, a little bit quiet for this area, plus it's not the weekend yet. You're not going to see too many people here during a weekday afternoon. Lizzie Borden asked if I've been to Montauk. No, I haven't been to Montauk, but I did visit East Hampton. That's the furthest out I've been on the Long Island landmass. By the way, if you see some wooden pilings over there. This is something that a lot of people don't know. But right in between these wooden pilings here, this side and that side, those are the two tubes for the New York City subway, going between Manhattan and Brooklyn. Specifically the Cranberry Street tubes, they call it, for the A and C lines, which I actually took to get here. Oh, Scott, you were in Sag Harbor in June. It's a nice place to visit. Zen saying, I'm always so informative. Thank you, Zen. Milo's saying you thought it was old docks. Well, part of it is the old Pier number 4. But many of them have been repurposed into more park space. Uh-oh, I got it. Okay, take care. Wouldn't want the child to go without her water bottle. That would be tragic. So here's pier number 2. This is where the basketball courts are, the handball courts. I think the roller skating rink is here, and also a swing set all the way at the end. DMass Coral 76 asking what's for lunch. I'll have to see where I end up from this live stream, but I did have a late breakfast, so I'm not terribly hungry right now. Murad, there's a few trains that will take you here to Brooklyn Bridge Park. I took the A train to the High Street Brooklyn Bridge station. And it was a short 10-minute walk or so. Directioner saying make sure you check out the free concert at Hudson Yards tonight. That sounds fun. Unfortunately, I won't be able to check it out because I'll be visiting a friend. I was also planning to go to the Feast of San Gennaro, the opening day, but I'm going to wait on that. I think there's some kind of special event going on. Runner's event. Zozo Bob, this park was, didn't always used to be here. It used to be all factories and industrial. Yes, Gary, you're absolutely right on that. People think of New York City as all concrete and steel, but here you have Brooklyn Bridge Park, which is my favorite park in the city. And there's tons of green space here. If you want even more green space, you can go in there. This is Pier 3. They try to make this like a natural area with a lot of plants and trees. Yeah, Kensington 1. I've seen all the ferry trips, but I haven't taken any personally. Mainly because the subway serves my needs so much better. I don't usually need to get to a waterfront.
Right.
Your favorite park too? Glad to hear. I think this hill over here interrupted the cell phone service just a little bit. Hopefully the connection clears up. Oh, interesting. It's a group of people with life jackets on the sandy beach. I wonder what they're up to over here. I know sometimes they have kayaking and boating. Dwayne, you can swim in this water, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's pretty polluted and dirty. If you were to swim anywhere in New York City, I would recommend the official beaches. My favorite beach in New York City is Rockaway Beach. Francis asking, what do I think of Central Park? Compared to this one, I don't like Central Park as much, but it is a very important park for the city. I like Central Park because of its name. It's central to everything. People can easily access it. is also a big park. Roberto says the water in New York City can kill you. I guess. I mean, in this water, look. This is what you'll be swimming in. Floating sticks, garbage, algae that's been exposed to who knows what. I'm gonna test something over here because right now I'm on AT&T. I wonder if I switch to Verizon, if it will clear up the signal issues I've been having. Let's test Verizon and see if it's any better. I think Verizon might work a little bit better here. Let me switch over. Can't be any worse than AT&T. Switching SIM cards, so my connection will go out for a little bit. Flyger is asking what's the best mobile operator in the United States. You know, that really varies. I haven't really had good experience with any one in particular. You kind of have to have all three and figure out what works best in the area where you're planning to use your phone, because I've had good success with Verizon all over New York City. Verizon seems to be the best, but then when I go down to Florida, Verizon's not as good as AT&T. And then out in Los Angeles, I had mixed success with all three services. I had to switch just depending on the neighborhood I was in. But in general, in LA, I found T-Mobile and AT&T to work the best. And even then, they weren't as good as the signal in New York City. Okay, this is definitely working out a lot better. Suspects wondering if eSIM card is a solution. No, that just transfers the carrier instructions to an electronic signature rather than the physical card. So if anything, I would think that would be even worse of a solution, because if you need to change providers like I did right now, then there's no way to easily do it. You have to call up the phone company and say, hey, I want to switch over to T-Mobile right now. Whereas I just popped the SIM tray out, put a new one in, and that was it. I'd much prefer to have a SIM card tray. Yes, you're right, directioners. The new iPhone only has an eSIM card an option, no physical SIM. Let's see what's going on here. Estuary, Brasserie, and Bar. Laurie says, good morning from Seattle. Well done job on your staying safe in New York video. Well, you live stream at the feast this evening as well. Lovely day in Brooklyn and great to see you out today. Most likely, I won't be going there tonight. Only because I have a prior appointment with a friend. I don't think it will be as exciting on the first day anyway. It'll be better on a weekend night when there's more people there.
I have replaced briefs here, so we have
Turn around. Only my signal strength decreasing when I walk down that way. So I'll end my walk of Brooklyn Bridge Park early and head up Joralemon Street towards Cobble Hill. hope the signal starts clearing up as I go into Cobble Hill. I also wonder what's going to happen to this cantilever deck for the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. I know eventually there needs to be a plan to fix it or to make a new highway, because right now it's an existing shape. It's deteriorating and needs to be repaired. And last I heard, there were plans to like shut it down and replace it, but it's been stalled. Now I've got a long hill to walk up. Yeah, Keith, we saw the hot dog cart back there. What's up with these two traffic cones? Do they not want people walking over there, or I don't get it. Haven't been up these streets in months, but feels like nothing's changed over here. Still feels like the same old Brooklyn to me. I think once I get into Cobble Hill and I'll go through some of those main streets, I'll see what exactly has changed. Court Street in particular. Yeah, Joan, it is similar to Boston over here. Cobble Hill resembles Beacon Hill in many ways. Alex asking if I regret moving away. I do not regret it one bit. I'm very happy with my decision. Oh, this is interesting. Looks like a bird's nest or something, but it's actually a flowering pot. I like it. Keith, that's what I thought. It was a bird's nest, but looking at it more carefully, there was soil on the top. When I start hearing horns, that means we're near the main commercial area of the neighborhood. That was a friendly honk saying, "There's a green light, wake up, stop texting." Alex asking what's the biggest difference between New York City and Miami. Pretty much everything. I guess I don't really need to explain it. It's two different places. Raiders #1 says, "Nice to see you back in the Big Apple from Southern California." Thanks for tuning in. I miss Southern California too. Laurie says you had to give people a friendly honk in your area too. Moose Knuckle is has his mind blown about the architectural beauty of Brooklyn. Yeah.
Who knows the word, Ferry?
Gorgeous. There's a lot going on in this block. You got the people talking from across the street from one another. A dog barking. This is a typical New York City street scene. And back there you had the friendly honk with the driver. Thank you for $4.99 Taco Bella Lugosi, asking which part of Brooklyn am I at. This is the Cobble Hill neighborhood. And what do I like better, New York or Miami? You know, Taco Bella, I appreciate New York City and Miami both equally. They're each gonna have their pros and cons, but it's what you gotta deal with. I like certain aspects of New York City better, and I like certain aspects of Miami better. Catalin Do Me True with 25 RON. Greetings from Buzău, Romania. Thank you for the super chat and thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Taco Bella saying good answer. I find that a lot these days. People always want you to pick sides. Whether it's with sports teams, politics, heck, even places to live. I say just let people live where they want to. Don't criticize the place they come from. Try to show the beauty of it and try to appreciate the other person's reasonings why they want to stay there. Big Easy Lou with $1.99. Thank you so much, Big Easy Lou. Appreciate it so much. Thank you. I'm fast approaching Court Street, where I'll make a right and we'll head into the commercial center of Cobble Hill. You can see downtown Brooklyn in front of me with these tall skyscrapers. This is a rapidly growing neighborhood. We've got the Brooklyn Borough Hall over to the left. So we're heading this way. Judy Muniz asking if I left Miami. I did leave Miami, that's why I'm here now in New York City. Just for a trip though. Dos Toros. Shrimp is back at Dos Toros.
You're like, I was young.
Tommy Sir with $5. Greetings from Chicago. Planning a trip to New York City next month. Any advice on City Bike? Tommy, thank you so much for the super chat. About City Bike, I have a love and hate relationship with City Bike. On one hand, I like how convenient it is where you don't actually need to own a bike, you can just check it out. But what I hate is how unreliable it is sometimes. Like sometimes you'll get these bikes that don't work, and I've even read articles, it's not just me, where it says like the maintenance of these City Bikes are pretty poor. Like you'll find tires that aren't maintained, the seats are all messed up. And then you have to worry about that. Plus, when you check out a City Bike, you may not have one at the station you want to check it out. They'll all be checked out. And then at your destination, all the stations will be full, so there's no place to park your bike. So those are the downsides of City Bike. And that's the reasons why I don't get a membership. I find the subway is a lot more reliable than City Bike. Believe it or not, the subway is more reliable than City Bike. I said it here, and a lot of people like to bash the subway. I still believe it's the best form of transportation in New York, Oh, no problems, Tommy. Milo says in your city we can park them next to a full station. They should have that in New York then, because I hate having to have a city bike and then you get to your destination, you want to dock it and there's no place to put it. And the time is still ticking as if you still checked it out. Taco Bell, Lugosi, $1.99. The New York subway is the way to go. Sure is. Here's a city bike station. Let's inspect it, just because I'm curious. All right, there's a few open docks here. G Monster 5 pounds, AK from East Anglia, United Kingdom. I envy your beautiful weather. What a day. It's a gorgeous day today. All right, so there's a few available here then, so that's not bad. But that's not to say that one of the docks can be malfunctioning. I've had that happen to me before too. Wonder if I'll have enough time to cross. I should. Milo saying thank you for the insight on City Bike. Oh, no problem. One of the most interesting Trader Joe's locations in the city here. It's located in an old bank. Jeffrey W1, won't the app tell you the available docks at your destination? That could change on your way to the dock because people are checking out and returning bikes all the time. Dutch bike bloggers saying better a docking station than people leaving the bikes on the sidewalks. We have scooters you can hire here, and they're randomly parked all over the town. I know some cities are trying to remedy this by having the person take a picture of where they park their scooter or bike so that it's out of the way. And if it's in the way of something or blocking access, then it's possible the person can get fined. When I went to Washington, D.C., I had to take a picture of where I parked my scooter and show that it's out of the way of the walkway. It's been so long since I've been in this neighborhood along Court Street. And I'm not even sure which businesses are new or which are old. Dudes is saying, hey AK, looks like a hot day. Not really. It's only in the low 70s today and high 20s in Celsius.
Guys in the tuxes,
I wouldn't really consider this a hot day. This is like an ideal day, I would say, according to most people. Oh, wait a second. I think I said it was high 20s in Celsius, actually low 20s. My mistake.
And I didn't get one, I regret it.
Oh, you're right, Dutch bike blogger. I've seen scooters discarded over the sides of bridges before, in the ocean. People are just reckless.
But actually, the bridge is like, not a whole
Ramsey says tonight drops down to 15 degrees. Yes, those temperature drops can be quite extreme in New York. I'm not prepared for it because I'm wearing short sleeves and shorts now, but hopefully I'll be able to be inside before the temperature drop. That's what I'm planning. Oh, this is a cool spot. Charlotte Patisserie. It's even been written up in the New York Times. Taco Bell Lugosi, $1.99. AK, are you staying in Miami for the winter? Oh, not gonna cross now. Always gotta be aware of what other drivers are doing. I'm not revealing any of my dates of when I'm going back to Miami or not, so want to keep everyone guessing.
So you're not going out tonight, though?
Make sure you go to get some rest early because
I do notice there's a lot of areas under scaffolding.
Anything you don't have no money in there.
Downtown Cobble Hill looks like it's changing. Eddie Perez saw my New York City safety tips video. Very informative. Glad you found it informative, Eddie. It's not only useful for New York City as well, but any other city in the world. And not just at nighttime too. Alan's asking if I'm near 65 Court Street. No, I'm going up in numbers now. That was 231 Court Street and this is 239. Moo Burger. Wonder if they make their burgers out of cows. I like the name. And then a Wash Ethiopian restaurant. Right next to one another. Eddie Perez says Moo Burger. That's kind of like calling your restaurant Clucking Drumsticks. Or maybe if you have a restaurant based on frogs, you'll be calling Ribbiting Legs or something. Hello. I like the artwork on the side of the Cobble Hill Cinemas. Dudes are asking if I had Ethiopian food before. Oh, for sure. It's delicious. The chocolate room. Even frozen hot chocolate available. How do you have a frozen hot chocolate? Aren't those two contradictory terms? I guess, hi.
Hello.
I guess we have a Moo Burger, and then we could have, I don't know, frozen boiled chicken. Brothers Bagels. Brothers Bagels looks pretty good. #1 bagels in New York. All rolling, kettle boiled, baking done on premises. 4.5 stars or 6. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that's a 6. You know how many times back in school where I put an answer down like that, and then because of my poor handwriting, the teacher would be like, "You wrote 6. That's the wrong answer." And then I'll be like, "No, that's 5. I just didn't close it up." And then Laurie says it looks like a 5. Maria says it's a 5. All right, by popular vote, we'll call it a 5. Only because it looks like it wasn't closed up. Dutch bike blogger saying 1 or 7 is also an issue. Yep, 1 and 7. Also 0 and O's. And also, I really hate this one, but the #1 and a capital I. They're the exact same thing. Oh yeah, and also that straight line down. That's the same as #1, capital I as well. Same exact thing. Oh, Utkarsh, you're right. Small L as well. Small L, capital I, and #1. The They're all the same stroke. This looks like a bakery which has been in the neighborhood for ages. Caputo's Bake Shop. Whoa, look at this. Tomato focaccia. This looks so fresh. Smells good too. Dakota's saying it looks delicious. I can tell it's good just from the window. Hung Mao's saying getting hungry looking at the food. You know what I say? If you want an empty stomach watching my stream, just be sure you you watch yourself because you can get very hungry. Because I like to showcase food a lot. So here's Union Street. I want to cut across Union Street and head over into Park Slope. Maybe we'll even cross Prospect Park. Something's up with this tree. Yes, forever. We're still in the Cobble Hill neighborhood. Actually, we're kind of like borderline Cobble Hill and Borum Hill and Carroll Gardens, I would say. This is kind of like the dividing line. Eventually, we'll be heading into Gowanus. Yeah, Damaris, you're right. Park Slope is where Here Be Bar lives. He might be editing right now. Oh, Ted, you think there's a canal around here? The dividing line between Park Slope and the hill. Yeah, the Gowanus Canal. Oh, this sign is old. Smith and Union Market. I like it. Hey, New York Life Vlog. You're at 18th Avenue in Brooklyn. Oh, nice. T. Berkman says maybe I come across here before. Who knows? Take a look at these front lawns too. Very lush. Ooh, a unicorn balloon. What? What is going on here? This is a unique neighborhood decoration I haven't seen before. Funny. Just took a picture of this. The random things you see in people's front lawns sometimes. Looks like someone's throwing out a heavy bag. Still works. Tamara's saying, can't wait to see the Halloween decorations. Yeah, I am. I'm excited to see the Halloween decorations too. Fearless Style 84 is saying, punch it. We should have had Ann from New York Life Vlog give it a good punch. Hung Mel says New York Life Vlog threw out that punching bag. Maybe he kicked it so hard that it broke and needed to throw it out. That's why it's there. New York Life Vlog is laughing. Dwayne says, what's the boxer's favorite drink? Punch. That's a good one.
We'll be here
All right.
tomorrow.
All right.
Looks like it's school dismissal time. Samuel Mills Sproul School. This is such a charming part of Brooklyn. Look at this. They're even growing their own flowers. Dakota saying it looks like Greenwich Village, kind of. Yeah, it does. A lot of the architecture is similar. We're going to be crossing the Gowanus Canal soon. One of the most polluted waterways in the entire world. In fact, I think it's a EPA Superfund site. But a lot of the oil companies caused major damage to this waterway when they were here. Oh, tour team says there's a Whole Foods next to the canal. Now I must be fine. I mean, I know they're trying to improve it. Wait, what is this? Open to the public? I gotta check this out. This wasn't here before. It was just Pig Beach over here, this structure to Pig Beach, but they've opened up a public space next to the Gowanus Canal, the most polluted waterway. What? How does this make sense? Oh, look how green that water is. I call this toxic green. And I don't know what's floating over there. That's definitely not an alligator head. It doesn't smell bad, it smells fine, but just looking at this water, you can see that it's so dirty. Textman says it makes you want to jump in for a quick swim. I think I'll pass. Especially when you see these oil booms here, collecting all the oil and trying to skim all of it off. It's not exactly the place I want to be swimming. We got a nice view of downtown Brooklyn though. Really, Keith Savage, for 20 bucks you'll take a sip? I guess we're gonna cross the canal now. Maybe I will check out that Whole Foods. I think it's new. What kind of road surface is this? think the Whole Foods opened in 2015-ish. Looks like it's on 3rd Street and 3rd Avenue. So I have a little bit of a ways to walk. Tommy's saying the Ample Hills Gowanus ice cream is good. Yeah, they have a flavor there called It Came from Gowanus. Looks like they're doing some construction down there. Paul asking if boats still use the canal. They probably still do. I don't think it's used as much as before. By the way, Ample Hills Creamery right here. We were just talking about it. They have an ice cream there called It Came from Gowanus, and the color of the ice cream is green. I've actually tried it, and despite its name, it's really, really good. And he's saying any lanternfly hunting today. I haven't seen one today. Then again, I haven't seen any tree of heaven either, which is their preferred plant to feast on. Tree of heaven is also a tree that's native to Asia, and it's an invasive species as well. Laurie says, is it minty or lime flavor? I think it's minty. It's been a while since I've had it, but it's good. G Monster says, you like the combination of the old and new New York. I do too. I like seeing old places like this. Here's the Union Cafe restaurants. We're gonna walk down to 3rd Street and check out this Whole Foods. I think they're redoing some pipes. Oh, we must be getting close to Whole Foods. Look, Whole Foods bags on the sidewalk. I like those Whole Foods bags, but if they get just a little bit wet, they can easily lose their firmness and all your groceries will spill on the sidewalk. Are we gonna see some more Whole Foods bags around? Let's see. I don't see a Whole Foods bag, but there's a potato for anyone who wants it. You could probably still wash it and it'll still be good. I think that must have happened. The rain got too much and the groceries spilled on the ground here. Allie says the rat will want the potato. Oh no. Scott says wonderful produce on the street. Yeah. Imagine bringing that home and if you have someone ask you where it came from. Hey George, where'd you get that potato from? Oh, I picked it up from the streets of New York City. Okay, sounds tasty enough to me. It only stayed there for an unknown amount of time. Who knows how many cockroaches, rats, car exhausts, and like loose garbage came in contact with that potato, right? Must be perfectly fine to eat. Dodge Bike Flora saying it's a ground potato. More like New York City potatoes seasoned with sidewalk flavors. Oh my gosh, Eddie Perez wants to wash the potato in the Gowanus water. I don't know what kind of combination that's going to produce. You probably won't have a potato after washing in the water there. It'll probably end up being completely disintegrated. All right, so I think the Whole Foods is over here. Right next to the Gowanus Canal. Whole Foods.
Oh, really? I know. But you know, it's just like.
And I think they have like a greenhouse in front on the top. Let's cross over. Maria says it looks very nice. It does from the outside. I've never been in here before. Oh, Zen, you used to work at the Whole Foods in Union Square? Keith Savage saying he could only afford half foods. You know, I actually had to shop at Whole Foods the other day. And believe it or not, you can find some good deals there. Hung Mao, I know you're mentioning Whole Foods is like whole paycheck, but ever since Amazon bought them, I think they've been trying to reduce their prices. Especially if you get the 365 brand, it's not too bad. Here's Whole Foods Market. Large supply of pumpkins. Also very bike friendly. They've got the bike racks out. And once we go down here, we're gonna see the Gowanus Canal again. Yeah, April Maddox, that's true. You do get a discount if you're a Prime member. Especially the prices with a yellow tag. You'll get an extra 10% off by having Amazon Prime. All right, you ready to see the Gowanus Canal again? Here we go. Toxic green. Oh, it looks like they separated a little bit with that metal. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Look how dark the water is here compared to that side. Yvette's saying you prefer Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. You know, Yvette, I thought so too, but I went to Trader Joe's, the one on 72nd Street on the west side, and it was so busy that a lot of those items in Trader Joe's, there weren't any in the shelf. And I was looking for broccoli. They had no broccoli on the shelf. I had to end up going to Whole Foods. And even Whole Foods didn't have everything I needed either. This side over here, it doesn't look like the water's moving, and it's a really, really toxic green. Oh my gosh. This is disgusting. Disgusting. Oh. This water is not moving at all. Look how thick the sludge is in there. And then look at all the water just flowing and hitting that wall and building up here. What is all this crap? Actually, I just explained it. It's crap. That's exactly what it is. Yuck. Textman81 says, does it smell? It doesn't smell, actually. It just looks really, really bad on both sides, whether it's before or after the wall. But yeah, folks, this is what pollution does to our waterways. It makes it gross like this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What are you doing, ducks, swimming in that water? And they're drinking from it. Oh. Can't you find another place to swim at? All right. Fearless Style 84 saying the ducks aren't bothered. Well, I think they should be bothered. Or maybe they don't know any better. I feel bad for them. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That's all oil. You can see it building up. Yeah, I really feel so bad for these ducks. And there's so much oil in here, the sunlight's reflecting off of it. All right, let's get out of here before I get sick just looking at this water. And here you have Whole Foods right next to the Gowanus Canal, right? Bree Johnson saying, can you report it or something? Oh, it's well known about. It's a EPA Superfund site, and you see it. They got their wall there, sectioning off portions of the canal and also the oil booms to get all the oil from the surface of the water. Oh, I wanted to cross over here, but looks like I'll be crossing over 3rd Street and then across 3rd Ave. Gary's asking, what's the longest walk I ever done? I think 27 miles. I think I did in a single day. There was a day I walked all 4 boroughs. I think I did the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. That was like 27 miles. Why did this driver stop in the middle like this? Oh, they're waiting to turn. Allie is saying, really reminds me of Watertown, Massachusetts. Never been there, but it's kind of interesting to visit. Okay, now we're in Park Slope. We've got one of Park Slope's biggest parks across the street, Washington Park. But Park Slope is really known for its main park, Prospect Park. Raiders number 1G with $5. Thanks again for a great walk. Thank you, Raiders number 1G. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. I think something happened here. Hopefully nothing too serious. Allie's saying flat. I'm not sure what's going on, but they're not in a good location because they're right where the cars turn. Christoph asked if I'm going past the Greenwood Cemetery. I don't intend to on this walk, but maybe in the future I will. Curtis Fleming, $5 Canadian. I'll be in New York for the first time in just over 2 weeks. I really appreciate watching all of your walks. Thank you, Curtis Fleming. Hope you have a great time here in New York, and I really hope my videos have been useful to you to find out where everything is and plan out your stay. It's one of the best neighborhood parks in the city, Washington Park.
No cars, buddy. Buddy.
Here's one of Park Slope's main streets, 5th Avenue. Same as the much larger cousin in Manhattan, except this one's in Brooklyn. And there's a much different vibe compared to the one in Manhattan. Bless you. This restaurant's preparing for the evening, putting out their chairs for the outdoor seating. Here be bars here. Hey, I know that area. You do? Which area is this? Welcome, Here Be Bar. Thanks for stopping in. Wait, Van Leeuwen is here now? I didn't see this before. I thought it always just used to be Haagen-Dazs. I guess things have changed. Yeah, it looks like a new place. Even the sidewalk's been replaced. Sweet. It's one of my favorite ice cream places in the city. Here people are saying about to join the stroller mafia. Yeah, the little ones do any day now. We'll see. Hey, here's Calexico. You know, the one in Astoria, Queens closed up. If you watch my Astoria, Queens neighborhood walk. I don't even think I got to try it that much before it closed up. But at least if I want a craving for Calexico, I can come to Park Slope. I think this place is gonna be new. Petite dumpling. Oh my gosh. Here be bar already spoiling some secrets for tomorrow's video, for his video. I'm gonna be making an appearance in the video. Fred saying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." You'll be hearing a lot of that in this neighborhood. This neighborhood has a large percentage of children. Richard's saying this area looks a lot nicer and cleaner than where you were walking before. Yeah, by Whole Foods, that was more industrial. Maria, I won't be going to San Gennaro Feast today. In the following days, I think I will. I'm going to skip out on the opening day. KB Bar is saying the San Gennaro is so busy. Sure is. I think it's going to be way more busy this year compared to last.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, they do professional knife sharpening here. Something that one of my friends could use. I was over at their place and tried cutting some veggies for them, and I was like, this knife ain't sharp, man. Got to get new knives. Make way for the cops. Wait, why is one cop responding and the other one not? Oh, here we go. Ooh, I like this. The Brooklyn Wine Company. Uncle Luigi's Italian ices and ice cream. That might be a video idea. Trying out the best Italian ice places or gelato spots. It's me, just discovered my channel. Like that you list stuff you use. Is most of my videos shot on iPhone or GoPro Hero 8 Black. Most of the time exclusively on iPhone. I used to use the DJI Pocket 2 a lot more, but I really only use it when I ride a scooter or a bike now, since I have a mount for it to stabilize the footage. I am waiting to see what new tech comes out though. Hopefully the Pocket 3 will be released and it'll have some better specs. I know right now there's the GoPro Hero 11 and the Osmo Action 3, but I still feel like they don't suit my needs, so I won't be getting them. It's a big mattress. Jonathan, I'm on Union Street, coming up to 6th Avenue. Marlon, I'm actually picking up the iPhone 14 Pro this weekend. I'm gonna say though, I'm hopeful for it, but I don't anticipate keeping it. I feel the sun's starting to come out now. It's really strong. I'm walking here. Oh! How'd that sidewalk get in the way? Came out of nowhere. Puff says they need some new sidewalk. Yeah, but it's costly to fix these. I know the city's responsible for fixing a lot of the damage caused by the city trees, but they're really slow to repair them. What's up, Jaycation? Looks like a nice day in New York City. It sure is. Not a cloud in the sky today. John saying, how do I decide which part of New York City to visit each day? Do you have a planned schedule or you decide spontaneously? It really depends. If I have things scheduled already, then I'll try to schedule in my explorations around that scheduling. But sometimes I'll decide spontaneously too, especially if there's an event that needs to be covered urgently. Isaac Phillips, I'm coming in January. Will I need a large jacket? I would say yes. Definitely gonna need a jacket. It's gonna get cold in January, no doubt about it. Puff saying, so great, I get to see this neighborhood, it's so pretty. Yeah, I love Park Slope, one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. Whoa. Dog conversations from across the street.
I lost my.
We get there on Friday and we'll leave on Monday evening.
I'm almost about to pass by the entrance to Prospect Park at Grand Army Plaza.
What days are we?
Isaac, I would think that the Christmas stuff will still be up on January 8th. I won't guarantee anything past that date though, but I would think some of the Christmas stuff will still be up. Love and Loyalty asking if I like the food better in New York or Miami. I like food in New York and I like food in Miami. There's certain foods that do better in both places. I really love the Latin American food in Miami. I think the best I've ever had. Not to say that there's other cuisines that aren't good in Miami as well, but New York has a lot of great foods too. But in terms of diversity, New York City wins, hands down. Andrew says, does Miami have a Chinatown? If so, how big or small is it compared to New York? I made a video about it. I put Chinatown in quotation marks because it's not officially recognized as a Chinatown, and it's mostly just random stores here and there. And here we've got Grand Army Plaza, the northwestern corner of Central Park, Prospect Park. Home to the Brooklyn Public Library main branch as well. I have to see if my Brooklyn Library card is still active. Even though I'm a Florida resident, I think I still have a few more years on my library cards in New York City. And just saying, never been to Miami, but maybe you'll go there someday. Yeah, maybe. I think it'll be a plan. John's saying Shackelfield Library card's still active. You can borrow some books to read during your trip here. I don't even carry my library card with me, so I'm gonna have to check later on. Don't like the traffic patterns around here. It's so busy. And it's such a popular place for people to enter the park too. Shouldn't be this busy. What is going on there? It was like 3 cars had an interaction with each other, trying to merge into each other's lanes or something. Then saying, careful crossing. Oh, you sure do have to be careful here. Bicycles, cars, people walking by. That's why I like to wait for the light there. And bless you if you're trying to go from there to that corner, because you have to go over here, over there, over there, and there, and then it's really messed up. And even me, I want to go to the Brooklyn Public Library side, and I still have to cross over the same street. Actually, you know what? Forget this. I don't want to cross the street again. I give up. You'll just see the library from this side of the street. $0.25 toilet. away and saying how old is this library. Not too sure. This library is built in like the Art Deco style though, so I would assume this is probably at least from the 30s. Oh no, Richard, the library you went to was knocked down. They have a new one up now in Highbridge by Sacred Heart Church. I didn't want to go into Prospect Park because it's known for having bad internet service. But the park itself is very nice. Ryan says, do you think it's better if the 4 outer boroughs remain as counties rather than being part of New York City? I think at this point, they really should be still within New York City, because they're so interconnected already that it's really hard to imagine that they can all be separate counties. So I think I might have to end my stream early soon because I'm at Angela Washington, $10. Have you ever taken a filmmaking course? And if not, why not? You should go for it. I enjoy your videos regardless of the location. Thank you, Angela. I've never taken any filmmaking courses. I've just learned from experience and watched other people make videos. I guess it was never in my interest to sit through lessons that didn't pertain to me. And a lot of the techniques in filmmaking classes now, they're outdated. Like, why would you learn about techniques? And even the name, filmmaking, we don't even use film anymore. Everything's digital.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. But a lot of those techniques that were applied to the film can be used in modern day too. Not to say that all of it is outdated. And to me, I kind of feel like editing a lot of these videos and making them like a story and polishing them up is not really my forte either. I'm the kind of person that just does everything raw and lives in the moment, so that's why you see a lot of these long videos the way just they are too. I think the world kind of needs more stuff like this. I think I'm entering the buffering zone and my camera's running out of battery very soon. So I think I'm gonna start winding it down here. Let me just back up until I get. All right, well, I'm gonna end it here because my battery is quickly dying. I have 4% left, and here before my stream dies for me. But I want to thank you all for coming out today. Thanks for watching this live stream of Brooklyn. Hope you got to see a lot of the nice neighborhoods, the city skyline. Hit the like button. I'll see you later. Bye.